This is an Off the Tongue podcast. Welcome to Skate Mansfield.
Ahoy, hoy, Skate Mansfield. BJ Price here, ready to talk about skate parks, nonsense, hoods when you shouldn't be wearing them. And I'm always joined by my better half, Mr. Adam McElroy.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam. He be there. Welcome. Let's get started.
I don't like it. I don't like
Let's
it.
get
You
started.
almost had it, dude. Brent, you better give that an honest score of a 6. No,
Well, you can't.
what? You can't what?
Dude, intervention. This guy.
What's up, everybody?
Throw some beats on because now I feel bad.
No, this is an episode, dude. We got to go. We
I
can't
want
just.
beats.
Well,
Beats make me feel better.
I know Vaughn is your happy place.
He is my happy place. The happiest of happy place for this one is just the smooth.
Yeah, the boring.
The credits one.
Yeah. Yeah.
The credits, you know.
But-
anyway, sorry. But yeah,
That is the end of the intro. So Brent, go ahead and rate that.
6.25. We will take it.
That's a bad
Dude,
score. That's
we
a
will take
D minus,
it. We
sir.
will take it.
And I know that because I got a lot of them.
You know what?
What?
Run it back.
No, one take, dude.
Run it back.
We
No,
said-
I'm saying you. Let me
What?
see if I can find I think I got a cam of just you.
Oh, I'm not doing this.
Ooh, it's Adam's turn.
Yeah, but we're in the episode
Adam's
now.
turn in the
So
it's a
we're
good
just gonna do a
episode.
double intro in the
double
episode.
intro in the episode.
Man.
Let's see if
Now this is
you
gonna
got
be
a score
bad, though.
higher than a 6.25 is all I'm saying.
Now,
Yeah.
but so let me just say this though before
Sure.
we do the one take.
Ugh. All right.
Is
I'm
I have
listening.
about 5 years of experience with the one take. Now, the problem is we never really did intros or anything, and I like to be concise, right? I like to be quick, and I don't have a game show host
your,
voice.
Your intros were always just Baker
up?
forgetting to start the timer.
Yeah, and that's not. I mean, we can't blame it on Baker.
Nah. This is on you. And I don't have a button for this, so I got to go down to that. Yep, it's you. The floor is yours.
I don't like. Okay, but like I don't like that. My whole face is right there. I thought that said something inappropriate.
No,
I know.
you booty.
Yeah, but you bougie. Bars.
I like you.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Skate Mansfield. We are here to talk about anything and everything. I mean, there's nothing on the agenda. The whiteboards are clear, and that's the way we like it because that's how our brains are as well. I'm Adam McElroy, and I'm always joined by Mr. President BJ Price.
I prefer El Presidente.
No, that's Dave Portnoy. You can't take that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if you've noticed though, but sometimes on our posts, I say our fearless leader, BJ Price.
True.
I don't
It's
know
usually
why.
the ones where I look dumb.
Yeah, but
For sure.
it is what it is. Welcome to the show.
Oh, all right, Brent. Give that low freaking energy.
I know. That's why you
intro
do it,
a score.
and that's why we never did any intros because
He's gonna give it better because
I doubt it though.
he hates
What if
me.
he hits a
Dude, I used to
6.25?
rollerblade K2. See?
Yeah, but
Dude?
now he's pandering, and that's dishonest. So
Coming out of an election season, pandering. That's what we do. That's what we do.
I love how the first 4 minutes of this episode is going to
It's
be
just
absolutely nothing.
It's just intros.
Absolutely nothing. And what if Brett left the chat?
Oh, dude,
and
it's funny.
then-
We're just sitting here like, come on,
Come
Brent.
on, dude.
We're
Come
waiting.
on.
We're waiting.
Nah, he's pondering. He's going to the
He's
judges.
He's going to
What's
the judges.
Mike Moe give that, dude?
Oh, I don't know. What about
Mike
the
Moe
Russian
would
judges?
score that pretty low. I'm gonna be
He
honest.
would've.
Even though
He's-
he's a pretty low energy guy himself, he might appreciate the subtleties.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
You know
Who
what I
else we
mean?
got?
You gotta play towards.
Who
the
else
judges.
are the SLS judges? You got
Carrie Hart?
Carrie Hart, Mike Moe, and there's like 3 others, but I don't remember them.
One of them was drama.
8.2?
Well, that's
Negative. Wait, you got a negative.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
so a lot of
that's
things
fine.
just happen, people.
That's
if you're not
fine.
watching,
because I got a double score. So
it's true.
you know,
I guess you
8.2,
win.
you take the highest.
All right, I can
Just
see
got
the
here.
presidency.
What up,
I
Eric?
guess you're president of
That's
Skate
not what I
Ohio
want.
now,
This
so,
is not what I want.
I guess we have to change places.
No, this was you, dude. I didn't want to upstage you, but you gave me the platform, and I just had to show you how it's done. So anyway, should we get into talking about something not trivial?
Well, it's not trivial, but I do. It is bad. Little pitchy. All right, hold on. I got you. Hold on. I got this. Boom.
Bow, bow, bow.
Bow, bow, bow. Test check. That should have brought it down a little bit. I was just testing our input stuff.
We had a lot of craziness going on.
There was a
in the
lot of
minutes.
problems with. Why did
I don't know if he means pitch. Yeah, see?
What? It's an election season.
Now, I don't know if he means pitchy as far as like the actual sound, or if
that
he
I'm
means
just
like,
loud.
or he means like we're doing pitches, which is.
So
we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
No. We
anyway,
it's a bad idea to start a podcast on a sad note, but it's so important to start it on a loved one. And we had in our community, if people who are listening or watching aren't in the Mansfield community, you may not have heard, but a homie of ours has passed away. It was a tragedy. He was skateboarding. He was bombing a hill, misjudged an intersection, and got hit by a car. And so it's a bummer. There was a lot of love in the community for this. Our feeds have been nothing but love in the last few days. Excuse me, I'm not fully getting choked up, but I am losing my voice. So, but one of the most positive people who has existed in this community has passed away, and we're all coming together to try to really just build each other up in this tragedy. And because we know Mitch would not have wanted us to be sad. He would want us to skate on, and so we're trying to live that. His celebration of life was awesome. There's a lot of dudes skating.
I mean, obviously we didn't count, but I would guess 200-300 people there
for sure,
in and out.
He's touched more lives in this area. I was looking back at just my last text interactions with Mitch, and the last text interaction I had was that he had met somebody. He had met a woman in a women's shelter, and her story was pretty sad. And all she wanted was a skateboard for her kid, because they wanted a skateboard. She had run away from an abusive relationship, and Mitch had met her and contacted me to say, hey, I want to get this kid a skateboard. And because that's the kind of dude he was.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, you know, Mitch was the man, but like it was cool, and it's obviously for anybody. But like, we knew Mitch through skateboarding, right?
We did,
and everything.
We met him through skateboarding.
Pretty much any time he was around, or we were all hanging out, there was a skateboarding involved in some aspect. That's just, that's what he loved doing as well. But like, you also have to remember, which again is true for anybody, Mitch made such a positive impact on us and our community, but you could also see he made such an impact outside of that too.
For sure.
Because like I said, there was hundreds of people, and they were all telling stories about like how awesome he was, and like you said, they had a skate session outside, which I mentioned to a couple people. I was like, I guarantee that's never happened here during a service,
For sure.
So that's cool, but that's exactly what he would want. And,
for sure. And lots of posts. We know so many people are hurting because of this tragedy. But there's also my camera just freaked out. Sorry. There's also good to come from this as well. Our boy Mitch was an organ donor, and he was, so who knows? This tragedy could lead to other people's lives being saved.
I think because he did a hero walk, I think a couple days ago. I don't remember the exact day.
I don't want to be like downer or anything, but I'm glad I wasn't there, because I think I would have lost my mind.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they posted the video on Facebook, and I was telling BJ before this, like, it's been an interesting week without Mitch. Like, just like I've just not been myself. Like,
for sure.
And this goes for everybody in the community, just because of the situation. But like, I was watching the hero walk, and we talked about this before. I didn't know exactly what that was.
Yeah.
But that's apparently, and I could have the term wrong, but I think that's what they said. But it's where they're moving his bed and him into, I believe, the surgery room to do the organ donation and stuff. And I think there was 6 or 7 organs on there that I think his dad posted that he was able to donate, which is obviously great. But like, so I was watching this, and I just did not expect to see him rolling down the hallway. And I don't know. It's like I said, it was a tough 4 or 5 days, and then I saw that, and it's
for sure.
Still, I don't know. It's.
I don't want to use the word haunting, but it's
cloudy for me. Like, it just
sure.
put clouds.
Like Adam called me when the tragedy happened last Saturday.
Yeah.
And I was at Lexington, was at the state finals for cross country, and I was there, and I was excited, obviously, because my son runs Lexington cross country, and Adam had to call me and give me bad news. But just a champ the whole time. But he had to text me once he found out that Mitch didn't make it, and it was just tough. Like, it's weird to be in a crowd of people where you're trying to cheer people on, and you're just head in your hands weeping for your friend, and it's just wild. There's so many people who are hurting through this. That's just how it is. You lose a good person, and you're going to be hurting.
And it's always the positive ones.
For sure. Which does suck. But I guess what I'm getting at is, like, I know if I had passed away, like, I wouldn't want everybody to be bummed. I would want people to move on and continue to skate and just continue to love each other. And through this tragedy, I hope that hearts can be mended in different ways, and that this community can grow because of like the thing that I had posted in a comment on something about him passing was the fact that you can see what skateboarding could do for somebody when Mitch stepped on a skateboard. Like, when he was I'll never forget just taking my son home from karate at the Richland Academy, and just on Main Street, just being stuck at a light, and Mitch went flying by our car. And I remember honking and being like, "Yo, Mitch," and him just throwing the hand up and just being so in the moment and just weaving his way down that hill. And it was my son is like, what was that? Who is that? And it's like, oh, that's my buddy Mitch.
That's a mystical man.
Yeah, he's vibing.
Dude.
He's vibing, and it's
tough.
It's so tough to think about those things. But we just here at Skate Mansfield and Skate Ohio as the nonprofit, we just want to express our extreme condolences to those who are hurting during this. We get it. We're hurting too. Maybe not as much as some of you are, but we loved him too, because he loved us. And
And with that too, like I do just want to say too, like if you guys need anything or anybody to talk to, like feel free to reach out to either of us because
Oh, for sure.
we can, you know,
we have empathy.
Yeah,
We're here. We will commiserate together
we
about
can
the
either
tragedy.
you know cry together or we can laugh together
For sure.
or tell stories or whatever you need for the moment. Give us a call. You know, I've messaged a few people that I know were impacted pretty hard, and I said the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
call us. Like, I never sleep, so call me at any time for real.
For sure.
Like-
we just want to continue the love that he had. We know that there are certain people who are so close to him that we want to express more condolences to them because we know how close he was to them, and it was just so fantastic to be able to hug those people at that celebration of life. I was able to physically be there with those people who are hurting the most and just hug them as hard as I possibly could and tell them I love them. You know, and it's a lesson to say that, you know, don't miss a chance. Do not pass up a chance to tell the people you love that you love them. I tease my kids all the time that I tell them I love them before they go to sleep. And last night I was teasing them, like, I just like kicked in their door and I said, "You never say it back." And they're like, "Oh, geez, we're sorry, Dad. We love you." I'm like, "That doesn't work. You forced it." But we were just having fun. But it was just one of those things where it's like, I teach my kids all the time. I'm like, if you have a chance to tell your friends you love them, don't miss that. You know, tell them you love them. Doesn't matter. It could just be an off. Like, hey, I have many texts in my thread where it's just like, "Hey, man, I love you." And I get an "I love you" back. It's just like, I feel better. Don't be afraid to do that.
And that's one thing too that I thought about too was the amount of "I love yous" that I've seen just on people's posts and stuff in the last week. You know, that Mitch would have loved that because
for sure.
I haven't seen that many people. Which, I mean, obviously the situation and stuff, we haven't had a situation like this before, per se, but, like, the amount of people that came together and, you know, loved on each other and said, "I'm here for you," and, you know, I commented on somebody's post, I'm going to leave their name out of it, but I was like, you know, "Hey, you know, if you need anything, if you need to talk, let me know, you know, I'm always here." And I said, you know, I'm sure everybody in the community feels the same as well. And then I ended it with like, "Love you, man." And I don't even know, but like that comment got so many likes because so many people do feel the same way. Like
we all do.
We are here for anybody and everybody that needs to talk. Like I said, if you just want to, I don't drink much, but if you need to sit down and have a beer together, we'll do it. Like, you know, I'm not against that by any means, but whatever you guys want to do or need to do.
Everybody has experienced loss in some way. The last big loss I can remember is I lost my grandmother right after I got married, and my grandmother was my rock, my everything, and losing her was like I was just like, "Oh, yeah, dude, my dad never cries. I don't cry." That type of thing. And then I had to say some stuff about her at her funeral, and I'm pretty sure my tears somehow hit the back of the audience because I cried so hard.
Projectile crying.
It was wild. Like, yeah. I'll never forget it because it's just like, don't bottle those up. Even though that we're taught as men to be like, no, push, Bill Burr, push it down.
Right. But the whole point of that bit is don't do that.
Don't do that, for sure. And if for some reason you just need to be like, "Hey, I need to talk to somebody and say, 'Hey, I'm sad,' we will text you right back and say that we're sad too."
Yeah, whatever
it's
need.
It's a tragedy. So we just, you know, to sum all this up, Mitch was a big part of our community, and we love him, and we're going to miss him for sure. The things that we have going forward, he's not going to be forgotten because
No way.
we're all going to be standing there being like, oh man, Mitch would have loved this. You know?
Well, and that's just to kind of cap this off too. Before we started, we were like, yeah, we definitely need to say something about Mitch, but we both agreed, like, just keep it kind of short and whatever, and we can't
It's
do
impossible.
that. We can't do it. Like,
No.
we just spent, 15 minutes on Mitch when we were trying to, when
For
we were
sure.
trying to be quick and just get going. But that's
It's okay
the
to be
impact
broken.
that he had.
It's okay
Yeah.
for us to be broken. Like Adam and I were talking. It's like this week felt awful.
Different.
It felt different. We didn't know what it was. We're trying to continue to move forward, and we don't know how.
And yeah, like, I haven't really experienced like significant loss too much either. But yeah, like, I totally understand why people say like it just feels heavy.
For sure.
Because this week was just heavy. Like I said, I don't sleep. I've been sleeping like a rock the last week just because like I'm just drained every day.
For
just
sure.
From being
It was-
like every 20 minutes, I'm like, like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was telling Adam that like I was at the event for cross country, and I was sitting down, and I was texting him. I'm like, I am sitting down, and all I can feel is I need to sit down, and it's like hard to process what that feels like, because you're sitting down, you have your head in your hands, and somebody says like, hey, are you okay? And it's like, oh man, I need to sit down. And just it's hard to process that because you no amount of like sitting down and collecting yourself is going to relate to the feelings that you're having. It's
Yeah.
wild.
And that's the other thing too, like, and I know we keep saying we're gonna move on, but
we
it's
will.
hard, but
we got some things to move on to. Last thing, Adam,
yeah, it just
sum it up.
like, I mean, that's not even possible to be honest, but like,
Good point.
it's like, so I got these calls early Saturday morning, and I happened to get a call, the first call, probably 3 minutes before Harper walked in the door. So then Harper comes in, and I'm like, I gotta be dad mode and happy and all this, and then I get the second call not too long after that, and we had to be somewhere. We had to like leave within 10 minutes or whatever. So like, I internalized it. I sent you a text, but then we had to go, and I had to be dad all day and all night and all this, and then that Sunday I just wake up and Harper gets picked up and all this stuff, and then I finally sit down and I'm like, what? It still didn't hit me, and I think that's why the walk was so hard for me to see, because it happened, but I didn't have time to fully process it.
Oh.
And then after that, when a day goes by and you still haven't fully processed it, it just feels like almost in the ether, almost like in a middle ground where you're like, it's just, like I said earlier, it's just cloudy. Like I don't know. And then I saw that, and it just broke me.
Yeah.
And like, not to be like silly here, but like my partner at work, his name is Mitch. So I have to talk to Mitch all day and see his name pop up and stuff.
Oh God.
And it's just like, it's a tough week, and we understand there were other people way closer to him than us, and we can just, we empathize with how they're feeling.
We do. But it's okay for us to be as sad as possible as well.
Yeah.
There's been times where, even my kids and my wife are being, just asking me, are you okay? And like, I can't say yes,
Right.
because I'm not okay.
Right.
It's such a bummer. We don't want to lose the people we love. We don't want to lose people in this community. And
Yeah.
yeah, so if y'all have that feeling, please reach out. Don't forget that you're loved. We would have never wanted Mitch to forget that he's loved.
Yeah. We love you, Mitch.
We do.
We miss you.
We do. The beauty of editing.
We don't edit nothing, dude.
We don't. Let's pivot to some happy stuff.
Shelby got done.
Shelby got done.
Or
In the
like
midst of
90% done.
We worked so hard, and I have some news that I haven't even told Adam.
Oh, yeah.
That some stuff got done. So I'm gonna move us. Don't freak out. I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. I gotta do this. Okay. Do.
Baby shark, do.
That's right. Oh my gosh. My messenger is messed up and it doesn't want to log in. Holy buckets. Log in messenger. What is happening? I have to show you guys pictures.
Thank you, Justin. I see your chat there. He said, very sorry to hear about your friend, guys. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to get back into it, but
Holy buckets. Log in.
with Facebook, dog.
I'm gonna fight Facebook with my fists.
Yeah.
What is this? Just give me my messenger so I can show you guys the pictures
Pull up
of what we've been
Facebook
doing.
on like on the
Okay.
browser.
Dude. It's doing things.
But yeah,
Okay, I got
not
it.
now.
Not
Not
now.
now. Not
I'm
now.
clicking it.
Oh my god, I hate that.
No.
Don't
sync.
Who cares? Go
Okay,
away.
here we go. All right, let me lower this. Let's do the watch video. Okay, we're over here. All right. Let me.
If it's not the most recent stuff.
So, if you guys can see this. This is what we were
That's
working with
crazy.
This is
to
what we
look
were
at
working
right
with.
now.
in Shelby, Ohio. That fountain that's right there in the middle, and this grass and these weird things. There it is from the other side. This is what it looked like.
I don't even remember it looking that bad.
Wild, right? And look down. Look down. I can't zoom in.
Graffiti.
But the graffiti on the half pipe.
You can zoom in the top right corner. Yeah.
Look at this. This quarter pipe is here. The half pipe is naked.
Well, that's after we made it naked too.
Yeah. Well, no, this isn't even after that.
Oh,
This
was
isn't. Look,
before?
this is still
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
All of that still exists.
And there's just nothing
This
over
is.
there.
Look at the rails on the outside. You know what that rail is right there? That's the rail that becomes something special. Here's the sign that Likes Metalworks
Yep.
and Third Life Upcycling made.
Shout out Eric. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but he was. Shouts out.
Arsler Middle. Look at this.
Insane.
Making these things that nobody...
Nobody could
What
lift.
is happening? What is happening? Let's go. What is happening?
Well, you didn't sync your chat, so that's
Oh
probably
no,
why.
that's what it was.
Yeah, close it.
That's what it was. But just the things.
Reopen it and hit sync.
All right, I'll get it. We'll get there.
Nope,
Update.
nope.
No, I'm gonna update it. We
No,
gotta
do
update
not
it.
update it. Do not update it. Go back.
Why?
Because that's not what we want right now.
What do I want? Do I click it and what?
Go into it.
Okay.
Well, now you got to log in again, I guess.
It's making me do that. I don't.
Sure.
We're trying.
Well, log in.
What do I do?
Log in with however you log in. I don't
Okay.
know. Log in with Facebook, I guess.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. I sent all these things
I know.
so that we could look at them.
Now, yes, because this is what you want. You want to sync your chat history.
I'm looking. Enter your PIN. I don't.
Okay, so then use a one-time code instead. Hit the.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Oh, I got the one-time code. Here we go.
BJ is borderline a boomer.
I am. For sure. 884209, baby.
Now it's
Don't tell
restoring.
anybody. I did. I don't care. It's still not.
You might have to click out of your name and back to it. Like, yeah.
No, it's
Give it
not.
a second. Give it a second.
It's not giving. I sent so many
Jesus,
things.
BJ, you are so impatient.
I am. I'm sorry. You have to update it?
You don't have to, but you keep not waiting.
I feel like I have to.
Go for it then. But you keep not waiting and closing things before they can do anything. That's why.
I'm trying. I want it to be the best. Oh, what is this?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Send them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Send the pictures to your Instagram or something.
I don't know what my password is.
It's probably the same password as always. This is how streams go, guys. This is exactly how streams go.
Is it? I don't know.
It normally is.
Thank you for the much better audio, Keith. You're the
Is
one that
he in
told
there
us
now?
originally. Oh, this is garbage.
Shout out, Keith. Yeah, we've been having a lot of technical issues,
This is
and
the worst.
there's no reason why, because we do this every time.
Oh, this is the worst. Why is it telling me to do this? I don't
Put
know
in
what
your
my
email.
login is.
Put in your email. Nobody ever uses their phone number.
I don't know what it is.
It's probably your old email.
Yahoo.com.
We'll just take a second. Take a second to breathe. I'll talk to the people in the chat and send all the pictures from your phone to your Instagram.
See if this worked, and then I'll do that.
Isn't
I don't
this
know.
fun,
It's
guys?
freaking out. Sorry, guys.
Incorrect email. Just go to Instagram. Let me talk to the peeps real quick.
Oh, gosh. I have to send it all to Instagram now?
Might as well.
Oh, I had
So,
it
people, I
all
need you
set
in the
up.
chat because I don't know what you want to talk about. Which model New Balances are you wearing right now? Me? None. I got the Nike SBs.
Both out of my head.
But I am going to get a new pair of New Balances. Let me actually look them up real quick. But they're like the basic ones because I need a new everyday shoe. Let me see.
I'm so mad.
It's just the like all black and tan. Here it is. The 480s. That's what I'm going to get. Just the black and tan 480s. Just simple, but those are going to be like my everyday shoe, like I said. Because I like these SBs, but they're like 2 years old now. They probably don't smell the greatest. BJ is barefoot.
I am.
He's
always
got his
barefoot.
toes out.
I got shorts on with a long sleeve hooded T-shirt.
Do
That's
you
what I'm
have
saying.
do you have New Balances?
I don't. I have
Okay.
Etnies.
Brennan said he got the 440 high and he
Oh,
loves
let's
them.
go.
He just texted that to me. I don't know how people feel. I hate high tops. Even as a guy that, 480 toe box is huge. That's good because I got flat, wide feet.
Just
so,
looking at this, look at where we're at. Like this,
and that's not even with the
this
entrance
isn't even
finish.
close.
Yeah, no way.
You got there's your book bag. Remember
Oh,
that?
that's hilarious.
Put your book bag down, and we had the camera set up on that when we were trying to be like,
Yeah.
we are partnering with Arsenal.
Fun,
Middle. Like, that
fun
whole
fact,
thing.
that's why I got this case. Because
That's
I was
so-
like, I need to stop
It was so windy that
setting
day.
my sketchy tripod
It was-
up with a iPhone 15 with no case on it. I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. But Brendan, I don't like high tops. That's just a me thing. Even as a guy that
wild.
always loves. Shout out Bo. He's watching too, I guess. But
Hi, Bo. I'm trying
I
to
just
find
as a guy that's always loved Jordans too. I
some of
just
this
can't do high
nonsense
tops.
we've been doing.
I go mids or lows, but I don't get low Jordans.
Look at
That's-
this.
Obviously, you can't. BJ doesn't listen at all, but we're having a whole conversation.
All of the things I'm trying to find this stuff.
But yeah.
Oh, man.
480 toe box is huge. That's actually a good thing to me.
Dude, Sam Harmon. Just pulling out that whole thing.
Did you see the blue collar pancake flip?
Yeah, I love
Just because
it.
he kept doing like this.
Just
I made that
It's like, I've done this before.
I made that whole logo just for that.
Pulls out that rail, no problem. You know how the problems we were having?
Yeah. With what, Braden and was Brent there that
Brent-
day? No, Sam.
No, Sam was there.
Yeah. Shout out Sam.
Shout out Sam Harmon.
Be careful what you're pulling up there because thankfully that was Cal Scrooby who does not copyright his
Oh,
music.
I'm sorry.
But
I was just trying to.
Yeah, you're good.
I can't click. It's not letting me. Guys.
Probably because you freak out, dude. Relax a second. You've probably done 100 clicks in the last 3 seconds.
I'm just trying to figure this out. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
What? Things are happening, guys.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on.
But just
But yeah, I'm not a high top guy, Brennan. That's just me.
Never been.
I see you say they got lows
Look at
too,
this.
so I'll definitely check them out. But we were just trying to waste time while BJ figured
look at
this
this.
out. But yeah,
look at this right here. Right?
It doesn't even look.
This is Shelby Skate Park right here.
Yeah. Broken sledgehammers.
Yeah, we broke a sledgehammer for sure.
Yeah.
All we needed was a freaking Kubota Bobcat.
Yeah. That took us an hour and a half.
We worked so hard on this.
And I said for this picture, I was like, we need to take a picture like we just caught a big fish.
Yeah.
That's why it looks like that.
Look at this. Oh, oh my gosh. Do you
Oh,
remember this?
Trevino. Yeah, Trevino called me out on that one. That was a bummer. No, not really. Go into those comments real quick. Well, read
Where?
the caption. Up,
Where?
Up.
Up.
Right here. Read the caption, though. Read the caption, though.
Nonprofit.
Scroll up. Read the caption. So I said insert DJ Khaled voice.
Oh,
another one.
Yeah.
I forget who I put first, but it wasn't
You mean
DJ Khaled. Yeah, and he goes, "You mean DJ Khaled?" I said, "That's what it says." And then I edited it
Nice.
because I was like, that's definitely what it says."
That's how we live.
I forget who I put there, but I was like, "Oh, that was dumb." I obviously know that's DJ Khaled.
Dude. Shelby is almost done.
It's close.
Here's the big thing that I want to tell you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I went there. That was the thing. I was trying to get those pictures. It was part of what I wanted to tell you.
Send
I
the
went
pictures from your phone to Instagram.
Hold on.
Again, I've told you how to fix this for 10 minutes, and you won't do it.
Well, I have to keep it going. Hold on.
You don't. That's why I was talking to people in the chat, so you could do that.
Send.
Rick Ross. Oh yeah, I think I said Rick Ross. He's right. But Rick Ross and DJ Khaled are very similar. Kind of.
It doesn't just let you send it.
It should, dude.
No, it
Patience.
freaks out. It says, "Do you want to do this as a reel, a post, a what?"
No, go to your messages
I did.
and go to like your personal messages on like your personal Instagram page and send them to Skate Ohio.
Oh my god.
It's
It
bad,
says
guys.
this. What does that mean?
Give me your phone.
Oh man. Here you go, bruv. This is how we live.
Yeah.
I do not do the digital world. I don't.
Jesus
But
Christ.
a big thing that I need to tell you guys is at the.
You're not even in Instagram. You're in your pictures.
Yeah, I had to send them.
Go to Instagram.
I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, when I was there today, I went today and I used some high quality floor leveler
Oh, nice.
to smooth the area that comes from the parking lot.
You're not even following Skate Ohio.
Wait, Skate Ohio follows Skate Ohio?
No, your personal page.
I don't know what my personal page is. What
Your-
is that?
Your personal Instagram, Barnaby Jones or whatever.
I don't use that for anything.
That's fine, but use it to message Skate Ohio to send the pictures.
Let him do his thing. I'm sorry.
Here.
I'm sorry.
Send whatever pictures you want to Skate
Oh,
Ohio.
how does that work? Okay.
You
I got
click on the picture and hit
All right.
send.
All right. hold
This
on.
is
I'm gonna
wild,
click-
guys.
I click here and here.
He
And then
can't
I'm gonna
even slow
click.
down enough to read.
Shoot, there's so many.
Send them, big boy.
I'm
and then
sending.
because you have Instagram on
I do?
here, right?
Holy
So
buckets. I do.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying.
So I said 15 minutes ago.
I don't know how this works.
Just click them and hit done or
I'm
send or
trying.
whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
This is so tough, guys. All right, what
I'm
else?
so boomer.
What else we got in the chat?
Ooh, those?
Brendan
Need to
said
send
Bo's
those.
watching. If Bo's watching,
Hi, Bo.
he was. I don't know if he still is.
He
but,
probably walked away because we're boring. I'm boring. I don't know. Oh, there. Okay, that one.
Brent said, "Is there a Vans footprint in that leveler? I have a confession to make." It just makes
How
me
dare
think of what's that? Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
I have a confession to make. Nobody wants to hear me sing. I actually might be able to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for the worst voice.
I sent it. Now what do I do? I
Now
gotta,
pull up Instagram.
Okay.
on here.
Over here. Over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at this. Look
I'm
at this
trying.
critical thinking.
I had a thing. Hold on.
Then go to your messages.
Where are those?
The one that says messages.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then did you
I sent it.
go to requests? Because, yeah, go over here to requests. Up. To right. To
There?
the thing. To
There?
the right.
Oh, I
to
got
the
it.
thing.
Me.
Yeah.
Now
but
what?
Go to the very bottom corner and hit accept.
I'm accepting.
Primary.
Got it. Now what? Oh, what happened?
Use the Instagram mobile app to view this message.
You broke everything.
No, it's just that's hilarious.
Holy buckets. Unsupported messages. Instagram mobile app to view this.
I don't know.
You broke it.
No,
It's your fault.
it's not broken. It's on the app still. If you want, just pull them up on your phone and do like this thing.
This is the worst.
Put them in the.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Well, it's what we got right now, dude.
It's so the worst. Whatever. Okay, fine. Anyway, if you can see right here where I did all the the floor leveler so you guys can hit those rails easier.
Can I make one request?
No.
Can you bring that over here so I can also see it? Because I can't see.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, when I share things, it's a problem.
You're good. You're good.
Chat, whatever.
This
So
is what goes on every
I
time,
fixed
chat.
things
Yep.
today.
Beautiful.
It took me a while. I was having fun. The one thing I wanted to show was where it was and where it is. Look at there's Adam standing next to what we were going to change.
In a little drawing. I like your little drawing.
Oh, that was to show Sam where this is
Yeah.
where the concrete's going to
Yeah.
go. Right? And I'm sorry I can't show this better. I'm so sorry. But just look at this. This was the park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A whole bunch of nothing other than a cool half pipe.
Look at all that. Nothing. For sure. But then the park that we have now, it's so wild.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I still don't know. It's like,
It's wild, isn't
it's
it?
weird that it's like us and our board that help us like stay on track and stuff.
all the things where I was posting is like, oh, things are gonna happen, and then you just keep scrolling up.
There's just more and more stuff.
You just keep scrolling
Well,
up.
it's been weird because we haven't
Look at this.
posted
There it is.
anything. It's only 8 seconds. That's just a quick one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, something's going on with Facebook.
Why
It's
is it
freaking
doing
out.
that? And then there they are, baby. These are the obstacles we bought. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How do I make it stop?
As long as we talk over the music, it probably won't get flagged.
There we go.
But
Look at those obstacles. Look at me sweeping,
gotta have some sweeping content.
right? And then
course.
you go up here. We got nominated
Crazy.
Small Business of the Year,
Yeah.
Nonprofit of the Year.
Yeah.
Just us working. Holy buckets!
I did
Can
notice.
you believe this?
I want to know. Put it in the chat because I'm very curious. Okay, hold on. Brent said, okay, maybe not leveler. It was the gray stuff last week. But I had a couple people come down from Cleveland. They love the rails.
Let's
So
go.
Put it in the chat, though, because I'm curious. I noticed probably a couple days before the ribbon cutting and, like, when we were getting everything ready, I was like, oh, this is so funny because I'm not in a single video. Because I'm always, which is fine. It is what it is.
Like all these I'm videoing, but you're not there.
Yeah, I wasn't there, yet. I was there in, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But, I noticed that. I was like, man, I'm not in a single one of these. I want to know if anybody else noticed, too. I also liked what I did there with the cam. That's two different.
I noticed
2 different videos, and I was like, "Ooh, that's gonna be cool."
Look, it was like this for even so long.
Yeah, for a week or so, week and a half.
So wild.
Yeah,
And
then the sign got put in as well.
The sign's in there. Look at this. Us
New merch.
doing things. New merch. Adam's wearing his merch. Look at this.
We got cool designs like this. Like it's we got purple, pink, gray, and what else? There's one other one. Purple, gray,
Blue? No.
blue. No, not a maroon one. I don't know.
But look at the beauty of all this. And then, Richland
New
Seal
lines.
Coat shows up, paints it all black to make it look cohesive.
Yep.
There it is. The sign, that's a good edit, by the way.
Thank you. That's what I was saying when we were standing there, and I was like, I'm going to try to do this edit. I've never done it, but I've seen other people do it.
It was a good edit.
Did you see it with the music, though? With the music is...
Oh, it looked... Yeah, I did.
I was like, ooh, I'm kind of proud of this one. Just because I'm trying new things,
Yeah, dude. Here we go. So good.
I didn't like the pan right here,
Sure.
personally, because I
But
wish...
it's good.
I wish I would have put the pan on the video, so it's still moving as the video, but it's a still image, and it pans, and I'm just like, nah. But...
Yeah, man.
It was all right.
It's so dope.
It was all right.
We so many good things are happening.
Yeah.
The next big thing we need to talk about, Richland Gives is coming up.
Yep.
Richland Gives is our next big opportunity to give. And here's the big thing that I was going to talk to you about, Adam.
Yep.
I was thinking about. So Adam and I love Dan Cummins. We love Time Suck. We talked about, it's like, man, we need to get in those mentions in his episodes, right?
This is directed to Time Suck.
And we
the
talk
Bad
about
Magic production crew.
we need to talk to them because they give to nonprofits and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Here's our angle. I figured
Rally
out
the
our
troops. Rally the troops.
I figured out the angle.
I like where you're going.
If we email them and we say, hey, I just talk about like, hey, we really kind of started this because you inspired us, right? And we have these opportunities for these micro parks in Mansfield. How dope would it be if it was like a Time Suck reference park?
Dude.
Because the donations they give out are more than what we need to make a park happen. And if they were able to give that to our 501c3 and it's the Bojangles...
That's so awesome.
Right? If we approach it like that, it's like, oh man, it's the Nimrod skate park.
Yeah.
It's the Bojangles skate park. It's the some sort of...
We cannot have Lucifina, though, unfortunately.
No. But we could talk to them to be like, we would love to have a Time Suck themed skate park.
That'd be hilarious.
And one month of your donations, you would have a skate park in a small town that is beloved by so many. And, the whole thing is like, we can't get people to travel. We can't get these kids to travel. They have to come to your skate park, and we have to come to them and, just really love on them in that way and be in this skate park. Oh, dang.
I would say, that's obviously a great idea. What I will say, though, is I think we should wait to do it until after Richland Gives.
For sure.
just because
we want some local business.
I was going to say I want, and I'm going to say it this way kind of on purpose, and I apologize, but I want to give Mansfield another chance
for sure
to help us. And I don't mean to say it that way, but it's like we've been shut down in every door in Mansfield as far as
so many times.
As far as like monetary donations, a lot of people have helped us in other ways.
For sure.
And obviously we're very thankful for those.
We will never discourage the help that we got.
Yeah, but we can't build skate parks with
love
favors. Yeah, like and obviously again, it's great. We appreciate everybody. But I do think now that we have a year under our belt and kind of some physical evidence of what we can do.
That's a big part of it.
We know Miss Ashland and Miss Richland County now on a first name basis.
That's wild.
No, Lord.
So wild.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Talk to the
weird.
people. I'm going to pee my pants.
Yeah, I'm about to pee too. We can do it together.
We'll double up.
But yeah, no, I want to give Mansfield another chance to support us, and I don't necessarily mean to say it in that way, but it's like, and understandably, we didn't get many donations of that sort last year, which again is understandable because it was brand new. We just had the nonprofit. We were trying to push Liberty DIY, so we got some money in for Liberty, and then I think we matched it. I don't remember how we did it, but we matched the money and gave it back to Liberty and things like that. And we were a brand new nonprofit, so I totally understand people not wanting to give hundreds or thousands of dollars. Totally understandable. But now that we have a little bit of, momentum, we have all the articles, we have all the contacts, we have the proof that we're not just, BSing everybody, for lack of a better term. I do want to see kind of who comes out this Richland Gives and through the winter.
And we're going to push hard.
Yeah.
And there's a Richland Chamber event that evening to kind of do a watch party and stuff
And I do want to mention, too, along these same lines, we've said it a million times, but we are a nonprofit, so it's based on donations, and we can do certain things to where we can make a little money here and there that go back to it. But generally speaking, we don't really make money. We give away money.
We do.
And then we do make donations. But it's not that
there's money that goes into the things that we do.
Well, I just want to say, too, it's not that we don't want to help Mansfield. We obviously want to help Mansfield. But like this $50,000 that Arcelor gave us, they gave it to us specifically for the Shelby skate park.
For Shelby, yeah.
And so it's not like we can take $5,000 of that and put some stuff at Liberty or any other parks or anything. We legally can't do that. Obviously, that's like a theft of donation, and that's
for sure.
We're done after that.
Yep.
But we need people in Mansfield or even people outside of Mansfield that are okay with the money going to Mansfield or however we do it. But Mansfield has always been our first priority.
Oh, for sure.
It has always been our first priority.
We're here.
Yeah.
We live in Mansfield. We want that. Here's a little part that I didn't get to tell you.
Okay.
Allie Trumpauer, a friend of ours, I just met with her, and she's super pumped to make our Richland Gives page to be the best. Because I told her, I was just like, well, there's some sort of contest. Like, if you have the best page, they do, like, match your donation or something. Mm-hmm. And she's like, contest? Are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, there's a contest to have the best page. She's like, you'll have the best page. And I'm like, well, that's great. I mean, you have to have all these things. And she's like, you'll have the best page. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But she helped me with a bunch of stuff the other day to kind of like, I prioritized everything. Here's what's going to happen for you. And so look for our website to be fully updated.
Yeah.
We're going to have a pitch deck that we can send to these companies to be like, this is how you can partner with us in the best ways. And so these things are happening. That was another thing I didn't get to tell you. It's so exciting.
Well, that's the other thing, too. Like, it's just me and BJ. Like, we...
So true.
We made the website, or, like, I guess Caleb made the website, and then just... We edited it.
He gave it to us.
Edited it
then,
as much as we can, as much as we could. But it's like... That's what people don't realize is there's so much that goes into this. And we are two people with full-time jobs and kids doing other stuff. And,
it's exhausting.
Yeah. And it's just a lot. And
in
we
a great
love
way,
it. Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's
We love it. But it's like the website, did fall behind the last couple months.
It did.
Because it's like we got this money from Shelby and then from
Everything
everything got pushed back because we wanted to get that done.
But it also opened these other doors. I got to talk to Asa over at American Ramp Company as well. And
Yeah,
he was
I don't even
showing
think
me,
we've talked about that.
he was showing me, he's like, here's some options we have as like micro parks of what we offer. And there's some forms of that I think could work. And I told him, I'm like, hey, that price point won't work, but I love this idea. How do we make this work for both of us?
We can get like
And
half of it, and then we can DIY the other half. Or...
Yeah, he's like, I can tailor this. We can make this something special for Mansfield, Lexington, whomever.
Yeah.
Like these little bike parks where you have to like kids can ride their bikes over this weird little angle and through this thing, and it's tied into the skate park. So there's this interesting concept coming soon. He's sending me all that information. And there's just so many more things happening.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I got to go to another Richland Chamber event where they talked about membership. And while I was there, I got to meet some more people who were like, we know you. We got to talk. And I was like, okay.
Well, that's what I was saying when you
Sure.
were in the bathroom. Like, we've just made so many more connections this year.
These connections are wild.
That I want to give Mansfield another chance before
before
we reach out to another person to get Mansfield
It
ready.
was wild. I got to that event late, and I'm like, I don't know where to sit. How do I sit? Is there an open chair? Because there was stuff at every chair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that somebody's? Can I sit there? And they're like, no, sit down. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. And they're like, oh, this is giveaway stuff. And I look up, and right across from me is Christina.
Nice.
Christina Littleton. And I'm like,
Shout out, Christina.
oh my goodness. Hi. Yeah. So it was just really cool. So we got to talk a little bit, and she got to introduce me to some more people
Of
and be
course.
like, these people can be assets to what you're doing. And it was just wild. So
Well, she knows all the important people too.
she
but
does.
Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, again, just with everything going on and all the articles, and we've been on the news
wild.
a million times, and like, or your face has been on the news a million times. But like, between that,
It's wild.
yeah, I mean, I want to see what Mansfield does for Richland Gives and beyond, because I think we do have.
I'm
some
excited what
momentum.
this Richland Gives will be, because it's like
Yeah.
we've made so many talks, and I've tried to talk up Richland Gives, be like, if you're going to give, here's the time.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to sponsor a park or something, I've cold called a lot more companies, and they didn't say no. I got kind of ghosted, but they didn't say no.
Right.
So I'm working on that.
That's the teenage love story 101.
Yeah.
She didn't say no. She just walked away from me.
For sure. So I'm
Maybe
still,
you saying there's a chance.
I'm still sitting in their text messages, and it might just take a, hey, what did you think about what I sent you? And it may become something.
Yeah.
So
That's the other thing that's like counterintuitive about this. Not necessarily counterintuitive, but like when, for me, we all know like the trope of like men DMing women and just like keep going. And it's like, bro, leave her alone. Like, clearly. But it's like, that's kind of what we have to do. And I'm like, I've always been taught not to bother people.
Oh, for sure.
But it's like,
Don't be annoying.
I will bother you for a couple $100. Like,
We're working on it.
and it's tough.
And it's just been like, we also had this big, I talked to you about it, where I got the day of this week, Monday, I got a call from the parks director in Lexington, and they're like, hey, can you show up tonight and give us an update of our park? And I'm like,
There's no update.
There's no real update, because y'all didn't help me to get, into doors to start talking to people, but I'll come give you an update. And I start feverishly like coming up with all this stuff. Dude, the park board meeting, I marched, and I was walking in front of all of them, and I'm like,
You're so intimidating in those rooms for no reason.
In reading these things, I'm like, these are the companies that helped us, and I just listed
All 20
20 people walking back and forth. These are the people that are helping. Who in Lexington is helping us?
Right.
I don't see anybody. How many times? Oh, look at that. 17 times I've asked you that get me in front of the right people, and we can make this happen. And
Well,
it's like, it's like, have you talked to C&G? Yeah, 3 different times. How many times have they called me back? 0.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if we reach out to somebody, it's like, all right, there's these weirdo skateboarders that want $20,000. But if the councilman reaches out to somebody on our behalf, that like just legitimizes the whole thing.
Things that happened there as well is once it went to city council, I wasn't as confident in that. There was more people and some people that I knew and respected that were there for other reasons, and I was like, oh my gosh, oh, they're here. It was kind of rocky, but I got to talk to them. And a big thing about it was, dude, you like I just looked at each one of them. I'm like, you all have to change your sign ordinances,
Right.
because it's wild in Lexington.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could have sold, I don't know, 100 signs for $1,000 at this point.
Yeah.
To have that type of advertising to invest in their community, and you won't let me.
Yeah.
And I sat down, and the other guy who was there, he stood up. He's like, "Thank you for the perfect segue. I'm here to talk about these sign ordinances." Like,
Yeah.
he's the Roger Steery. That dude was always intimidating to me because I knew him from the hardware store and everything. But his wife is Kimmy from Kimmy's Cucina, which I had like kind of tapped her on the shoulder. I'm like, "Hey, I heard him say you're here from Kimmy's Cucina. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your Small Business of the Year award or nomination."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I remember you were there too. Congratulations to you." And I'm like, "Yep." Just again, making those connections.
Those little things
you never know.
Are easy to remember.
And then her husband stood up and said, "Thank you for the perfect segue into what I'm here to talk to you about," because they made them take down these signs and he made this perfect point where he's like, "I had the best realtor signs with the things that she sells, and they were nobody's problem. They were perfectly painted and everything, and you told me to take them down, but you're not telling realtors to take their realty signs down, and they're a for-profit business. What is the difference between their sign and my sign, which were identical?" And I'm just like, I'm just over there in the corner. Oh. And they're like, "We're having a conversation about our sign ordinances on November 13th. So if y'all want to show up and show out, November 13th."
What's that, Wednesday?
I don't know.
Tuesday.
It's next week, maybe Tuesday. Tuesday next week at 6 p.m. over at the the city council area, the police station over in Lexington.
Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
We can show up and be like, and just stand up and be like, "Hey, all these people would like to buy $1,000 sign to make the skate park better. What are you going to do about it?" And just, it takes public to pressure these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happened just this week.
Yeah.
Like, these things just keep happening, and we just keep marching forward, even though we can't do the episodes all the time. We can't do all these things all the time. We are constantly doing things. And, like even today, like I said, I was at the Shelby skate park and making it smooth transition from the asphalt to the concrete as best I can. I'm going to go there tomorrow and sand it out and make it nice and smooth. But it's just constant. We're trying. And just another thing before we end here, look forward, hopefully mid-December, there's going to be a full-on online concert.
Oh.
I've been working. I bought up a bunch of different stuff to be able to, right through those doors you can't see. Well, I can show you. Right through those doors over there is my band area. And I've been talking to bands. We got 4 bands who are willing to come and do basically a tiny desk concert as a fundraiser for Skate Ohio. So there'll be a live stream right here on Twitch and YouTube that you'll be able to watch these concerts, and then we'll give you the links to donate to what we're doing. It's a free concert that you can just donate, throw 10. This is a $10 worth concert. Give us $10. and we will be able to continue to do the good things we're doing. So just keep an eye out for that. I don't have it fully figured out yet, but I just got the last piece that I needed to make sure that this is all going to work. And you're going to see full-on concert right here on YouTube and Twitch. How crazy is that?
Crazy. It's not like it's been done a million times, but it's crazy for us because it's like...
All right, make me feel bad.
No, but for real. Because it's just... That's the other thing is there's so much stuff to balance. There's so much stuff to do while also trying to do stuff better. Like
Constantly.
Make it more efficient or more like affordable or timing wise or something like that. Like me and BJ get into the psychology of a 10-minute jam session versus a 15-minute jam session.
We want to make it the best possible thing we can for what this is. And hear me now. Hear me now. What is it?
Hear me roar.
No. I'm talking about like Hans and Franz. Hear me now and exploit me later. Listen.
That's coming, I'm sure.
There's things in the works that I've been in talks about that we can't even talk about right now that are like they're going to be big in 2025.
Yeah, I mean,
there's things that are coming that are like for real. We're like, when I heard them, I'm like, "Ooh, are you?"
Is it the thing you called me about a couple weeks ago?
Possibly.
Well, there's
two more.
And there's
two more things that happened.
There's something with my neighbor across the street. He's bringing it up again.
No.
And it's like, dude, I don't know.
There could be some things.
Yeah, like, And I'm just going to say that, but like,
you have to understand that 100% every day,
yeah,
it's still my mission. I tell one stranger about Skate Ohio, who we are, what we do, and why we're doing it. It doesn't stop. And it doesn't matter. Like that.
And you all know BJ. He does this. He does this everywhere. In the pickup line, in the grocery store,
I've
in the
done
bank.
it in the pickup line.
I've
know
done
you
it
have.
In
the grocery store. But you never know. That one person can be like, you know what? I know this person, and they might be the one to invest in this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send that crazy email to Dan Cummins at his podcast. I don't care if he reads it online or anything, but if he's just like, you know what, let's support this. A Bojangles skate park. Can you imagine? And what we can do to just push it out there, and he can design the sign, and we can have Eric and Likes Metalworks make a specific sign that's time suck.
Imagine having that, but with Dan Cummins' signature and Triple M. That would be a nice, pretty bow on it all.
Oh my goodness! But anyway, so those are the things that we're up to. Those are the things that we're doing.
This seems to be our busiest stream that we've ever had. So shout out to everybody.
Thank you for sticking around, hearing all these crazy updates, the things that we're having, and just a genuine thank you for letting us pour our hearts out at the beginning to say we love you to a member of our community.
Yeah, we only wanted to talk about that for like 5 minutes. It ended up being like 25. But that's, I mean,
part of it is it's cathartic for us.
Yeah,
because we can talk to our families a little bit about it, but they don't understand.
Well, yeah, and think about this too. Like, we've spoken about it, and I mean, we're getting on it again, but like, we've spoken about it a little bit, like in passing, and at the celebration of life and kind of things like that.
For sure.
But I mean, even me and BJ haven't talked about it this in depth yet. And that's honestly the beauty of podcasting, because you get into those conversations that you don't normally. But I bring that up to say, a lot of you guys probably haven't verbally said a lot of things out loud. And it feels nice to get them off your chest.
For sure.
And even if you're not able to fully explain it, at least trying to explain how you feel and what you went through.
Don't be afraid to say it.
Grab a buddy and say, hey, I just need to let this stuff out. Can we talk? And you can do that to us as well. Give us a call, send us a text,
whatever. A big part of this is just to remember, communication is a two-way street. We understand that. But if you're just randomly thinking of a friend and you've got their number, there's nothing to stop you from just texting them.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I hope you're doing well. I love you.
Well, actually, that's the crazy thing now that you say that. I think I've sent
a lot of them recently.
Well, I think I sent one to Rocky and Trav.
Oh, for sure.
Before this, though. Like 3 or 4 days before everything.
That's a good thing.
Just to be like, hey, man, thinking about you. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yep.
I know I did it to Rocky. I think it was
nothing.
Trav. I could
Nothing
be wrong.
stops anybody out there from just texting their friend and saying, I love you.
Check on your friend.
Yeah. Just checking in. You never know what your last interaction is going to be. You never know, what they're going through. And I did this on a dad vice on with my kids the other day, and just these things of you never know how far a compliment can go. I told a guy at a car dealership that I was waiting on to buy a vehicle. I saw this guy and he was just looking fit. I loved his attire. He had a blue awesome suit on with these brown suede shoes. I'm just like, he looks good. And I'm like, in my brain, I was just like, whatever, tell him, hey, dude, I love your fit right now. That blue suit, the brown shoes. He came over and just like shook my hand until I stood up. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And I shook his hand and he's like, I really needed to hear that today. I wasn't feeling confident in this. And I don't know if he went and sold like 100 cars or if he just felt better because of it. There's small things you can do. You can just tell people, hey, that vest looks good on you.
And that's the thing. Like a lot of men don't do that.
We don't.
And I
normalize that.
I mean, I almost to that. I think the last like compliment I got, or whatever. But the last one that was like super impactful was a couple months ago at Harper's soccer game, and a guy came and sat next to me, and he goes, "Hey, did she play for Lexington last year?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Oh, okay, I remember you guys." Like, and he goes, "I just wanted to let you know that the way you handled your daughter in certain situations where she didn't want to play or was having a rough day and you were cheering her on or whatever," he's like, that changed how I approach things. I just wanted to tell you that you're a great dad. And I'm like,
boom, dude.
And and he was sitting next to me and I was like, it was before the game even started. And I like almost couldn't look at him the whole game because I was like, dude, I really appreciate that. Like, and that was a stranger.
For sure.
Like, and obviously I guess he'd seen us around or whatever, but it's like, I think about that daily still. It's like, and I made a joke of it earlier, but like, that might be the last compliment I've gotten. You know what I mean?
Which is wild.
But it's like dudes don't do that. So start doing it.
It normalized doing that.
Yeah.
Tell your friends you love them. Tell them they look
because
good
compliments
today.
shouldn't come from strangers. Not that they shouldn't, but I'm just saying like you should be getting more compliments from your friends than just a random stranger.
For sure. But I mean, the stranger ones feel good too.
Sure.
They do.
But I'm just saying like, a stranger gave me a compliment. That's the last compliment that I can remember. And you gave a stranger a compliment. And it's like, but like where are our friends giving us, not that we're asking compliments, but I'm just saying like your friends should be hyping you up and giving you legitimate compliments in theory more than strangers.
Right.
So start doing it. Start giving everybody compliments.
It's all good. You never know when it's the last time that you could be telling a person you love them. So always do it. I think nowadays it is more normalized for friends, for dude friends to say I love you.
Yeah.
And I never miss that. I will never miss that opportunity to tell a dude I love him.
We do it randomly too.
We do.
We'll be leaving, not every time, but randomly, like I'll hear behind me, "Love you." I'm like, "Oh, love you too, dude."
Yeah.
Like you can be silly with it. It don't matter. But
I think most of our phone conversation it ends with an "I love you."
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It's like, "Hey man, I love you."
Yeah.
And it's just an in passing, but it's like it still
matters.
It matters. It feels good.
Yeah.
So normalize it. It's all good.
Love you all.
We love all of you.
Put love yous in the chat, bro.
Let's
love
see
yous
the
to
love
everybody
yous.
in the chat and everybody
That's right.
watching
And
everybody in the world.
there's
the gosh darn
so
world.
many other things we want to talk to you guys about right now.
We
there
say
was
this
just-
every time. We
there's-
can't fit 2 months of things into an hour.
It's our problem. We've been talking about it a lot as well, that we want to start doing
like a schedule.
scheduled. It's helped a little bit that I've been able to do some Skate Dad Friday nights.
Yeah.
And just some other streams that I've been able to do, but we're hoping to do more podcast style to keep you in the know of what we're doing, because there's still I'm just trying to think of like, I know there's more
That's 20%, I'm sure,
that I've been
everything that's
doing.
going on. Yeah.
I know there's some other stuff. I just kind of want to look. I'm like, what are my other conversations? Oh, there's another one. I just saw it as soon as I brought it up. I was scared, but I contacted Arcelor
I thought
again.
that's what you were going to tell me about, like
No.
like an update beyond this. But
No. But I contacted Arcelor again, our boy Jacob Mitchell over there.
shouts out.
Shouts out, dude, the goat. The goat for sure. And shouts, the duh. We contacted him and I said, hey man, thank you so much for everything. We dropped off, we got them some Skate Ohio shirts. Brent, your shirt's in my car. And I just said, hey, just putting it out there.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Ma.
Love you, Ma.
But I just put it out there and said, hey, Jacob, I have this idea for one more rail. I got one more obstacle I want to put out there. Just to complement that other rail that's already there. And here's the rail. I want it to be an upsloped rail, 10 inches to 14 inches off the ground. Here's the measurements. Here's the overall scope. I drew it on a 2x4, took a picture of it and sent it to him. And he's like, yeah, bro, I got you. We'll make that happen. So we have one more rail coming too.
8 foot, right?
8 foot long.
Starts at 10.
Just like the shotgun rail that's there, but it's going to be a round rail, a 2-inch round rail that's going to be complementing the shotgun rail. And we're hopefully going to have that put in the next couple weeks as well. Mm-hmm. We're trying to get there to finish that quarter pipe as well. I just smoothed that one area. We're going to fill that quarter pipe and get it done.
That's one thing we're not confident with, is doing that by
I can't do it
ourselves.
myself. I'm scared.
Yeah.
So I need to have another person who's proficient with concrete there with me when we go to do that, so we smooth it and do it right. I don't want to have a bad quarter pipe. So that last quarter pipe, we're going to get done, hopefully in the next week or two.
New quarter pipe, new rail by the end of November.
Can you imagine?
I
That
can,
park,
because it's happening.
the beginning of that park to now, it's
Yeah.
so wild.
Yeah.
We need to have like this crazy like video documentary of just pictures and stuff from the before to the after and how awesome it is.
I think we're rambling and losing all of our energy at this point.
Sorry.
So.
I just wanted to tell you that
Yeah.
that rail's coming as well. They
Super
they
dope.
agreed to that. And just Arcelor is just so excited. When I sent Ashley the picture of the sign, she just couldn't stop. I think she hearted it 1,000,000 times.
Yeah.
And just said that looks so amazing.
That's
and that
awesome.
warms our hearts because
Yeah.
it's like we're doing this for you because you gave us the money.
Yeah.
Thank you
Well,
so
and
much.
again,
And our partners did such a good job doing it.
a little small thing, and then we'll sign off. But like we've said it a couple times, but just again, because I don't know necessarily when we'll say it again. But Arcelor donated $50,000 to us, on top of probably another 10 to 15,000 worth of metal and plans and like all and just time and salaries that they got to call or pay people and everything. Like,
So when I had that call with Asa yesterday, and he just couldn't stop complimenting us for the sake of, he's like, I know what you did is worth more than $50,000.
yeah,
He saw it. He's like, it was impossible to do what you did with $50,000. You did more.
well, because if you guys think about it, I mean, the ramps and the skateboard at the back were 43.
43.
So everything else, paint, re-siding all the quarter pipes, the whole entrance. I mean, we just cleaned up all the edges, took all those extra rails out, cut them all up.
Sealing the parking lot.
Yeah, all that for under $7,000, and it was because we did a lot of it by ourselves. But
Yep.
and also a lot
These
of people,
companies who believed in what we were doing and were like,
Donated
they were
their
just
time.
like, yep, we're
Yep.
going to do that. And so we have that money to continue to pour into the things that we're doing,
yeah,
and we'll be able to do more.
yep.
So
Slappy curbs,
hopefully
maybe some other ramps, like little ramps here and there. We'll see.
even just more events at that park
yeah.
because of these donations, and we'll be like, oh,
Yeah,
we
and-
can do these things.
And it's not like that 7,000. Obviously, a lot of that went into the materials and blah blah blah. But
yeah.
whatever else we have, it's not like
I just bought 2 park is constantly under audio and visual surveillance
Yeah.
signs that we're gonna put up too.
But even the rest of the money that we have, which isn't much, but the rest legally still has to go to Shelby.
Yep.
So it's like
Yep.
whatever pennies we have will either go back into a contest
Yep.
or giveaways, cash, or obstacles or whatever. So
Another thing. So
we've been trying to wrap this up for a half hour,
sorry,
but yeah,
I
you're
have
good.
to say I have to say this last thing. So I work for Crossroads Church. We always did this thing called Adopt a Child. It's now called Blessings and Bows is what they call it now. But the person who runs it, Darlene Rudrick, is, I guess I could say it. Yeah, she's the best person on the planet Earth. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But she was talking to me about it. She's like, hey, we're trying to do this. And I always try to donate my time and however to help this because it helps over 2,000 kids in our community who wouldn't have a Christmas, who are now going to have a Christmas because of this. And I just told her, I'm like, do you ever get requests for skateboards? She's like, yes, we do. And I'm like, I want those.
Yeah.
I'm like, put those on us.
Yeah.
And I came in yesterday to a list on my keyboard of 4 skateboards, 4 kids who
Got
all
it.
they wanted were skateboards. And I'm like, yep, I got this. We're going to figure it out. So I was trying to gauge whether like, oh, do we give them all the stuff and then have a video, like a QR code with a video? It's like, hey,
We can do that.
we can show you how to build it, or do we build the skateboards and give it to them? I'm trying to work through that.
Yeah.
I didn't get to talk to you about that yet, but it's something where we're going to need to get some trucks and some trucks and bearings to be able to build these boards to give to these kids who would otherwise not have a Christmas.
Right.
And we're able to pour into that because it's just an in passing thing. We're so excited to do that. Those are things we do. So that's another thing we're going to do.
Yeah, there's still more to do this year
So
with
much.
Shelby and just Christmas coming up, holidays. We got some plans for that. And then after that, around New Year's, probably for the month of January, we'll kind of relax and stuff. And then
we'll be focusing on getting winter sessions going.
yeah, and then winter sessions will start at the end of February. So and then that takes us to April, and then April will
I had another
hopefully
idea.
kick off some other
I'll
stuff.
tell you right after this.
Okay.
Everybody stay tuned. We already have our first Attack the Spot in the books. And you're never going to believe where
We
it
have
is.
another one pending, possibly.
We have
Still need
another
to
one
get-
pending. We have a third where I had the idea and I'm in talks
All right.
that this third one could be a game changer.
That's literally the word that popped into my head was game changer.
This
So I'm
third
excited.
one could be a game changer in the way of just hearts and minds, baby.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good one. So anyway, with that, we love you all. Go right as soon as you sign off of this. There's 7 people still in here. You know what you need to do? You need to sign off, tell somebody you love them. You also need to do one more thing.
It's dark outside, so be safe. But go skate.
We love you.